Good evening, class. Sorry for the late response. Just got out of surgery late last week and still slightly recovering from it, but things are going pretty well. So language and dialect in my culture. Can't really say I can remember a whole lot of things growing up, but I would really I guess a lot of like the popular terms from pop culture around the world and in the States would be considered the slang and jargon of my culture. But I was born in the 1990s, so throughout the 90s and the 2000s, there were a couple, slang words and things that started coming out, especially as like phone technology and cell phones became more popular. Um, it's like the 1990s, there was like that's fat, with a PHAT, meaning like, oh, that's cool and hip. What's up, WASSUP, instead of like what's up or how are you, which, came from hip hop and kind of was made popular through the scary movies. Then like the 2000s, you got things like newbie, like somebody that's new to something or whatever, which was pretty popular to call a bunch of people, especially in the gaming um, in the gaming world when somebody's doing bad or someone plays really bad, you usually call them a newbie as like an insult. Um, and then with like cell phones coming out, things like BFF, so best friend forever, and stuff like that, and those acronyms started becoming a lot more popular. Um, that's kind of the things I remember from my childhood. Another one that really was kind of big for me and a lot of my friends. As a military, was being called a military brat. My dad was Army, and I spent all but 2 years of my life overseas in multiple countries, moving every 2 or 3 years. So whenever we moved, we'd hang up our friends, and all of our friends understood each other, and we kind of understood like, okay, you're gonna be my friend for a little bit, but you're gonna move. We'll stay in contact if possible. But we're all called military brats because we don't really have a home state or somewhere we would call home in the States because we all moved so much around the world due to the military. Um, what changes, if any, have you noticed? There's a lot. In the United States, it seems every year there's a new slang word or term for cool or whatever. I know back in like the 2010s or like 2000s, there was like, oh, that's on fleek, which, means like it's really stylish or really cool, or hey, that's lit, things like that. And then nowadays there's, what's the new one? Riz or something means you're charismatic or you have like charm or something. Um, there's, it's hard to keep up. I'm 32, so I don't really keep up too much with the jargon of and new slang words. Every now and then I'll hear something new from the newer soldiers that just got into the army and be like, what does that even mean? Um, and that usually I would contribute mostly to pop culture, hip hop, different artists, music, TikTok. Anytime a popular person says something and says, oh, that's cool, be like, if I was like a top TikTok person, I could be like, oh, yo, that's so ranch, because ranch means you, you're very country and cowboy, and people probably just take it and be like, yeah, that's a cool new word. Let's turn that to like the new thing these days. Um, but yeah, that's all I can really think about when it comes to language and dialect. Um, I guess also being a military brat, I've been introduced to so many different languages and accents and stuff. So it kind of I can really pick up on where somebody might be from, but lately being settled down more in the States, haven't really ran into a whole lot more accents and dialects. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great day.